Well, more and more people these days are choosing to go solar when it comes to their CI home. And here sponsoring our segment today is the owner of Radiant Solar, John Trepsker. Wow, we are on location.
We are.
Let's tell everybody kind of a little bit about where we're at and what we're doing here.
Sure. We're at the Travel Trailers and Sales in Tilton. We're currently putting a ground mount system in. It's going to be about 52 large size panels. They're 450 watts each. And that will cover their expected energy consumption based upon their historical usage.
Let's
Plus a little
start,
extra.
when people are trying to make the decision to go solar and they're weighing those pros and cons, what are some of the benefits of choosing to go the solar panel route?
Sure. Well, for starters, you get a fixed rate. So whether you're paying cash or financing, you don't have to worry about your utility company raising the prices over the next few years. That's the biggest number one thing. Costs are rising everywhere. If you're locally here in like central Illinois, Champaign especially, if you're on Ameren or even one of the other utility companies that are nearby, people have noticed that the price have skyrocketed. It's exponential. I'm paying, I think, probably twice as much, or I was paying about twice as much as what I had in previous years after they'd done those price hikes until I put solar on my own home. But I think that's the biggest number one, is it reins back in the control of your bills. When you're on a utility bill, you're paying just the minimum every month to be attached to their grid. And then the rest is just compensated by either the payments that you make for financing or the cash that you pay up front.
All right, I'm sure you get a lot of questions from homeowners, business owners who are considering going the solar route. Let's kind of go work our way through some of these so that so then they can just refer back to our segment
Sure.
here today. Okay, so first off, I think a lot of people are concerned about the cost, like you mentioned, but
Yes.
I'm going to guess that depends on the situation.
It is entirely dependent on the situation. I like to say that every house is a unicorn. Everyone wants to ask me how much to put solar on my home, but there's a lot of factors that go in based upon your electrical consumption of your home, for starters, the positioning of your roof, how much or how little energy you use, what utility company you're with, what municipality or like village you're with for permitting processes and cost basis on that. And that differs greatly from one town to the next. Those all are immensely factored in. So it can greatly vary. In fact, I've had clients that, we had neighbors that literally lived across the street from each other, and they have very similar sized homes. And after trying to explain that to them, they kind of got it, but not really, until we broke out their utility bills. One neighbor used more than twice as much as the other. Virtually same size square footage, similar yards.
Okay, we are blessed with a very beautiful sunshiny day here.
Yes.
I think some people also have questions like, what if it's cloudy? What happens at nighttime when the sun is not out? How do these work then?
Great question. So right now we don't have the technology active to capture photovoltaic light at nighttime since there is no sun. Or when it's cloudy, it's basically just downgraded, just like if there's a snowstorm or something. During those times, during the time of full sun or when the sun's up, we're actually putting excess energy back onto the grid through what's called net metering. So the homeowners are allowed to put the excess energy onto the grid and bank it with Ameren or the utility company. And then at nighttime, they're able to draw back from it. Or in the summer months, like April, May, June, September, October, those are generally months where people are generating far more electricity based upon the sun's height than they're actually using, because they're not quite blasting the air conditioning at those times. And July and August can be a break even, depending on how much, whether they like it 70 degrees in their house or not.
Right. Okay, we've got a solar panel here behind us. I think we're talking about the summer months. Hailstorms happen. Are these indestructible?
Definitely not indestructible.
Pretty much.
They're a lot sturdier than a lot of people think. They're made out of the similar tempered glass that you'd get for like a sunroof or a skylight in your house. My house was affected last September. The beginning of September, it was 5 days after we installed our solar. We had that hailstorm that went through Mahomet, and we had golf ball size hail, and it destroyed my 2-year-old roof that had 50-year architectural shingles. And we had to remove every single one of our panels, replace our roof, and then put all of the exact same 26 panels back on the roof afterwards. Homeowners insurance covered everything. And so it was a breeze. It was not difficult at all.
Okay, speaking of insurance,
Yes.
will these panels raise our property taxes or our homeowners insurance? Do we need to worry about that?
Not for property taxes. Illinois state law has basically designated that the value of the panels cannot be factored in when factoring the taxes for your properties, for business or residential. So that's immensely advantageous for us. While it raises your property's value and resale value immensely, they can't tax you on it. As far as insurance goes, it just depends on your insurance company. I know that most insurance companies charge very little, if anything at all. I've dealt with insurance companies that don't add on anything. I personally, with my own insurance company, my homeowner's insurance went up about $42 a year.
Oh, that sounds reasonable.
Yes, it was really good.
Okay, speaking of value, what is the value choosing Radiant Solar? There's other local solar companies out there.
Sure.
Why Radiant Solar?
So we are a veteran-owned, family-operated company. We do 100% of our own installs, which means we don't sell off the job to a third party on basically just an open market, which is how a lot of these jobs are done. So we are there from beginning to end, from the sales to the proposal to the actual installation, through the whole process of integrating you with the utility company that you're with, and even beyond. We offer a 10-year workmanship warranty because we stand by our work, and we don't plan on going anywhere.
Well,
So-
very good. If people are interested and they're thinking, all right, I'm ready to make the switch, I'm ready to go solar,
Sure.
and they want you to come out and kind of give them the rundown, how do they do that?
Easiest way, I'd say, would be calling our number. Our phone number is 217-600-6306. Or they can also go to our website, and there's a contact us on the website, and that's radiantsolarandroofing.com.
All right, and I'm sure there's always great deals, whether it be a rebate or something out there, which you could also go over with them.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, good luck getting the rest of these 52 panels up here. If you want to learn more about Radiant Solar and all they have to offer, maybe this is a good fit for your home, and now's the time to go solar. We will connect you with them after today's show at CILiving.tv, and we do thank Radiant Solar for sponsoring our segment today.